If you've ever fallen into this idea that money is scarce, or maybe you haven't thought about this, but maybe it's been a feeling when you go and pay for something, and there's that feeling that money isn't going to come back to you. So you pay for something and you might feel scared. You might feel a little bit of anxiety. You might feel a little bit of sadness. And all of these feelings are generating within your body because you may have fallen into the illusion that money isn't abundant. Because what if I was to tell you that you can have a low bank account, whatever that means to you, you can have a low amount of money in your bank accounts and still feel abundance around money? And what if I was to tell you that having that abundance mindset, abundance mentality around money is actually what fills your bank account up? Let me tell you a quick story. I just finished my Escape and Experience retreat a week and a half ago, right? And I had a budget for $10,000, $10,500 for the retreat, meaning that this is how much money that I set aside to pay for the food for everyone, to pay for the resort that we stayed at, to pay for like all the experiences that we had, and it's like the whole entire retreat, like all the expenses. That's how much I set aside for. However, we went a few grand over that. And for me, as soon as we hit that number, as soon as we hit the 10,500 number, and I was paying more than what I set aside, instantly, every single time that I put another 1,000 down on a day for like an activity for everyone, or any other time that I paid for the food, and it was over that $10,500 limit, I was feeling so much fear. My body was feeling so much fear. My body was feeling a little bit of anxiety, right? And the only reason why this happened is because I was falling into the illusion that money couldn't come back to me tenfold. And I remember when I had the worst mindset around money, this would happen when I'd buy coffee at a cafe. This would happen when I'd go to the movies with my brother. I'd pay $10 for something, pay $4 for something, and instantly I'd feel this fear in my body. And the reason is because it's very easy to fall into the illusion that money isn't abundant, that money can be easily made. And I remember questioning myself one time talking about this, right? When I was thinking to myself, well, money isn't easy to make. Money is hard to make. And then remembering that what we believe determines what we see. That our beliefs distort our perception of reality. So then I had to question, because here's the thing, right? If you believe that let's say that, for example, you were attacked by a gang of people who were black, and you created the belief system that all people who have the skin color like me are thugs. If that's your belief system, you could have me walk past who is totally innocent, who's not going to hurt a fly, who's not going to hurt an ant, and you would be judging me, and you would be seeing me as someone who is a threat to you. And that's not reality, but it's based on your reality, because what we believe determines what we see. Your beliefs distort your perception of reality. So knowing that, and I'm sure you would agree with that what we believe determines what we see, if you believe that money is hard to make, does that make it hard to make? What if money isn't hard to make? What if it is just your belief system around money being hard to make that makes it hard to make? These are all just questions to sit in. These are just all quick questions to sit in, to swim in. Starting to think about, starting to question everything that you do, everything that you believe, everything that you feel around money. Especially with paying bills. You can pay bills with love. You can pay bills in abundance even if you have a low amount of money in your bank account. And this is such a big and important conversation to have. It's a very taboo topic because a lot of people feel uncomfortable around this. And the reason is because we have been brainwashed, spoon-fed that money is evil, that money is the root of all evil. Really, if money is the root of all evil, why are there so many people who have an abundance of money who are giving to charities when nobody knows about it. But we are just taught in movies, who is usually the evil person? The person who is really, really rich or the person who is poor? Usually it's the people who are rich, 98% of the time, right? You think about what we grew up, some of us watching, The Simpsons. Who was the evil man? Mr. Burns. Was he the poor man or the rich man? The rich man. And all these things in movies, in books, in stories, and what we see on the media, and all these different things, right? It influences our subconscious minds. It influences our building blocks of reality, our building blocks of our perception, which is our belief systems. And one of the easiest ways to break down these building blocks of our perception is to question everything. Questions like, can I pay my bills with love? Can I pay my bills and feel abundant? Can I look at my bank account and even though it doesn't match the expectation that I have in my mind of what needs to happen in order for me to feel abundant or in order for me to have a high amount of money, can I look at this, feel totally grateful for every single dollar right now and feel abundant? Once you do that, your whole entire life will change. And I don't just say that, I'm saying that because money is just energy. And if you believe in the law of attraction, you would know that you are attracting or repelling money based on the internal conversation that is going on in here. If money was an actual person and it was eavesdropping on your thoughts around money, would it feel invited to come into your space? If I was money and you were talking and I was hearing what you were saying about me, Matt Karma is evil, he's just a bad person. And the more that I have around him in my life, the more evil that I become. I'm not going to feel invited to come into your space. And money is the same way. Money doesn't talk, but it is always listening. It's listening to your energy and it's listening to your thoughts to see if it will feel invited to come into your space. So I really hope that this video just makes you think. Just makes you think. I really hope that this video helps you start to question things. So I love every single one of you. I hope that this video helped you out. Give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what your biggest takeaway from this video was. And until I see you all in the next video, remember to love all living beings. And most importantly, love thyself.